Riddim is your astrology.
Oh, true. That is true. I like get it. People are like, all right. I'll start telling people like Riddim lore, and they're like, okay, this fucking guy.
Yeah.
This was the beginning of the trench when.
Yeah, bro.
What is Riddim
Jared's
lore?
always got the Riddim lore.
Riddim lore, bro. I mean, there was the Riddim Olympics the other day.
What does that mean? What is the Riddim Olympics, Jared?
All right, Riddim Olympics was, I think, it was in Canada, and they pretty much just had all these like underground rhythm artists play the nastiest show I think I've ever seen. And I think Sanzu won the Riddim Olympics. Shout out Sanzu.
Is it ever just who has the coolest chops?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But it was fucking sick.
That sounds about right.
It was fucking sick. But, I mean, Riddim lore. We got Subfiltronic. Drop it like it's hot.
Drop it like it's hot.
That's some true Riddim lore, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we need more Riddim lore.
Joe
in our
Turo.
lives. Joe Turo? Who's Joe Turo?
Joe Turo by Fizo. All about Fizo. Fizo. Ha ha he hoo.
Oh, you. I do know that one.
That's Joe Turo.
All right.
Yeah. Which most
I have
people
no
don't
idea what
know.
you're fucking talking about.
Most people don't know the ha ha he hoo is from Joe Turo, and they just think Subtronics made it up or something because they're like
Child.
A child, yeah. They're like, oh, I love Subtronics and I love taking Molly. Ah ha ha ha.
I mean,
fuck
who
you.
doesn't love Molly?
Me.
I've never done Molly.
Okay.
I don't fuck with Molly.
I feel like
Bro.
Molly would be overwhelming.
We gotta get
Yeah, I feel like I'd probably just be sitting there like freaking out. Probably like,
drugs. Drugs at electronic shows need to like chill out.
honestly, drugs, massive L.
Drugs are pretty.
I've been sober since August. Drugs.
I'm just
Who needs
saying,
them?
I've been not sober since August, and let me tell you, I need them.
drugs are cool, but when you get so drugged out that you decide to throw someone half your size and rip their shirt into a mosh pit and on the ground, you're
Yeah.
on too much drugs, bro.
Yeah, chill out, bro.
I literally turned around and looked at this fool. I'm like, oh, he's fucking on one.
Tell him about the
Tell
circle,
the story.
Jared.
Actually,
All right. So I was
Welcome
at,
to the
Get that on
Bime
the
Buddy
podcast.
Eric
yes,
podcast.
welcome back,
Yeah.
gang. Welcome back.
We're back. We got Grady back.
Oh yeah,
He's back from the dead. Last week he died from old age. Now he's back.
yeah. This is my revival. I came from the grave 7 days later.
Yes. Anyways,
Tell him
Like
about the circle.
Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior.
Yes.
for context, I was at a Riddim show, Vulgar, at the Circle, and I was just dancing. You know, I was outside, right outside the mosh pit. I didn't feel like going in because there's a bunch of big fuckers in there. You know, I'm just dancing to some good music, and this dude comes up behind me and just shoves the shit out of me, right? And I turn around, and he fucking pushes me again. So when he pushes me the second time, I grab his arm and like throw him into the mosh pit because I'm like, all right, if you want to do this, like go in the pit. Like I'm not trying to do this.
It's like when somebody shoves you in the pool and you're like, you're going down.
Yeah,
with me."
exactly, bro. So he fucking turns around again, and this one I can see it. I'm like, oh, this dude's like on some drugs because he's like pissed. He's like pissed, and like you can just tell homie's on like so many drugs. He picks me up by my shirt and just fucking throws me to the ground, rips my shirt in the process, rips a massive hole. I just hear it go, and I'm like, oh, I'm about to get fucking jumped right now. So I just go and find my friends so I don't get fucking beat senseless by this drugged out fool. But yeah.
Did
An
Brick
op.
fight him for you?
No, Brick would be the last person to fight him, bro. Brick was scared of a guy in a shiesty.
What is a shiesty? I
So-
don't know what a shiesty is.
Shiesty is like it's like a ski mask of some sort.
Oh yes, like
Yeah, but like it's got like this one instead of the circles.
Yeah.
It's like this.
it's what Yeet wears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this dude was like literally shorter than me, and he was like trying to start some beef with us, I guess. And I was like, and me and Slink were like not having it. We're like, hey, man, fuck you, you know. And then Fabrizio was like, my friends are sorry, because Fabrizio was like thought he was gang related because he had the shiesty on, and I was like, no, it's just a Riddim
Bro,
show.
it's just a vulgar show.
Yeah, I'm like, it's a
too.
Riddim show. Like everyone's got a shiesty on, bro.
Plus, I feel like Vulgar has to be one of the more like crazy crowds for a Riddim show.
Yeah, it was unhinged. Like I've been to a lot of Riddim shows, and I was like, there was a point where I looked at the mosh pit and I was like, yeah, like you're only going in there if you're like trying to get hurt.
Yeah.
Like it was so violent
That's like
at
when
one
I saw
point.
Death Grips the first time. Where
Yeah.
it's just like you're only doing this because like you just have no regard for your own well-being.
Exactly,
like,
bro.
Sometimes I see clips of hardcore shows where they're doing like I think it's called two-stepping, but they just get so aggressive. It looks like Casper and them are in a battle.
Yeah.
Right now.
Or they'll do the spin kicks. You ever seen that shit? Oh, bro, yeah, at those hardcore shows, they'll do like the spin kicks, and like every once in a while, a spin kick will like.
Yeah, they're doing like a roundhouse kick behind their back.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, you clock somebody.
Would you say that it was like the craziest crowd you've ever been in, or?
It was one of the. It was like okay. It was
like top
crazy.
5.
It was crazy in like a bad way though. You
Yeah,
know.
no, that's what I mean. I'm talking about like
Yeah,
out of control.
out of
like, you're gonna
control.
die
Like
crazy.
people were on
like,
too much drugs, and like it was getting like to the point where I was like, all right, like I gotta get out of
Cause see
here.
that was like I was saying death grips. That was death grips for me. There was like
Yeah.
literally just some dude there going around crowd killing women.
Oh,
Like he was just like finding
bro, what
girls
the
and like
fuck is
elbowing
that?
them in the head.
Bro, you remember?
My friend knocked him the fuck out. My
Oh,
friend
let's
saw it.
go.
He just fucking clocked him.
Let's
Hell
fucking
yeah.
go, bro. People like that deserve it.
yeah. Sometimes they're too into it. We're like, chill. Like we're just here for the music.
Yes.
Like let's have a good time.
Do you remember this girl at where were we, Tess? We were at Subculture and she was fucking crowd killing me.
Yeah.
She was just targeting me, bro. She just kept pushing me in the back for no reason. I tried to escape her 3 times and she followed me.
Wait,
just
so
to keep
what
pushing
crowd
me.
killing? What is that?
It's
It's
like
like-
when you're like not letting
It's
people have a
like
good time.
it's like moshing plus.
Yeah, it's like
It's
moshing, but
like-
like not in the mosh pit, essentially.
Oh, so you're like yeah. Oh my God, why?
Like imagine like if
It's
someone
like
was
when
just
you're
like,
like the mosh pit is me, motherfucker.
yeah, yeah.
Like that's crowd killing in a nutshell.
Yeah, like imagine like there's no mosh pit, but like you're moshing.
nah, bro.
You're just
What?
like- you're
There's like an agreement where like we're all safe in here, but we're also not, and we're doing that on purpose.
Yeah.
Within the mosh, respect the boundaries. Don't be coming up behind people, launching them
Yeah,
for no
bro.
reason.
it's fucked.
Yeah. Sometimes. Oh wait, subculture is where we saw passionate lovemaking on the dance floor.
This is
Yeah,
true.
that is also true.
This is true.
There was a lot of sexual energy at
Shout out
subculture.
Subculture.
Shout
Heart
out.
Destroyers Fest this weekend, but I guess by the time this is up, it'll be 2 weekends ago.
Oh, that'd be.
Damn. Yeah, bro. The first subculture I went to, I got exposed to a lot.
You learn a lot.
I learned a lot. I went to my first drag show. It was-
Is it bad
Pretty
that I
cool.
went to Subculture for the first time? I was just like, another day at the club.
I mean, I feel like that makes sense.
Like that's like always been my scene, I guess.
Yeah.
Minus the furries. I've never seen furries at a concert before, but
It
So
is.
many
It is
furries.
like it's jarring to see a full suited furry in the club.
Getting down.
It's just unexpected.
here's the thing though, like people want to talk all their shit about the furries. I've never had like a bad time with one of the furries.
No, all respect to the furry.
I've
Like,
never even had a time with a
shout
furry.
outs to
I'm
the
gonna be
furries
honest.
for being like some of the more like cool normal people in the club, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the furries wouldn't be picking me up and throwing me, so.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like every time we've met a furry at like one of these things, they're always just like a normal human being.
They're kicking it.
Yeah, they're not like doing crazy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, they're kicking it, so. I mean, damn, were you at the 845 or 8485 show?
No, what was that?
I think Grady missed that one.
Damn, that was probably one of the best shows.
Shout outs to Broken Side for
Like-
being definitely the worst subculture party.
Nah,
Actually,
Broken
no,
Side was
they-
lit.
Broken Side like killed it, but like, what were they killing it at? Is I guess kind of the question.
Every once in a while, I caught eye contact, or at least I thought I did. I caught eye contact with the singer, and I just saw death in his eyes. I
Just ready, bro.
What was the song where he's singing about like getting his pee pee sucked or something?
Oh fuck!
It's like the
You
hook
make
to-
my pee pee hard.
yeah, like the hook to one of the songs. It was just like, damn,
Damn.
like we're getting into it, huh?
Damn,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. They probably had so much fun when they were making those songs.
Oh yeah.
Oh, bro, the studio's like what you see on the movie. You know, when you see the movies and like, oh, they walk into the studio and there's just like girls everywhere and drugs. That was their studio sessions.
You think?
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
think
they were
so.
just like 2 dudes hanging out, and they're like, "What if we said this?"
I think like thinking about that era of music, like I still really I've brought this up to you both in the past. I still really want us to do like a concept EP that's like an LMFAO thing,
Oh, this
where
yeah.
it's just like the dumbest club music. Me and Grady are just singing about like hellish sex and drug things.
shot.
Just thinking about drugs.
Jared's doing Lil Jon tricks.
Oh, bro, I could. That was the hey. Speaking about Lil Jon, that fool revived the Super Bowl. Fucking, I was watching it. I was like, man, this kind of kind of not it. And then he's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, let's go.
It was just Usher being Usher, which is a horny experience to watch.
Bro, I was like sitting there, I was like, he's going to fuck this girl.
Yeah.
I was like sitting there, I was like, I think they might fuck on stage.
Yeah.
It was a weird experience watching because it's like I feel like it was a great concert for not the Super Bowl.
A great concert.
The more I like look back at it, like it just didn't feel like it was like football energy because it's like it's just Usher doing Usher, right?
Yeah, I'm
So it's
sure
like
that's
R&B,
what his shows are like.
It's kind of like
Kind of horny.
It's kind of like laid back. There's something relaxing about it, and I feel like at the Super Bowl you need like some Aerosmith looking motherfucker to get up there and like yell and then like play dad rock.
Yeah.
Bro, you need
Like
the SpongeBob Super Bowl. You need the SpongeBob halftime show.
the SpongeBob halftime show went crazy.
Yeah. Well,
So did the Leonardo DiCaprio joke.
yeah. SpongeBob cooked Leonardo DiCaprio.
Did you see this, Grady?
No.
So basically they had like a bad VTuber rig set up on Nickelodeon with
Bad.
people playing like
Good. You mean good. You mean the best.
My VTuber setup is that I built for like $30 in my apartment works better than theirs does. But yeah, they said like VTube, SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy.
Oh fuck.
With
yeah.
like not the original voice actors, like just like people doing impressions.
I think they were comedians that they hired actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were doing that, and at one point, SpongeBob makes a joke about how Leonardo DiCaprio only dates 25-year-olds.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Put him on blast.
Good. And Tess missed it, bro. We had to rewind it. Like I was like watching it, and I'm like, Tess, you fucking missed it. They got his
Jared
ass.
literally got up and came to find me in the bathroom. Like,
Bro, I was like, bro, you'd love this.
you're right, I did love it.
Oh my god, that was like an acid trip, to be honest. Anyone who watched that, let us know what you think, because I thought it was like an acid trip, and I've never even been on an acid trip, but like I'm like, this is what I assume it's like.
I noticed like they themed everything as if it were under Bikini Bottom too. I thought that was kind of fun.
It was sick.
It was neat.
It's how I'm watching the Super Bowl from here on out.
Yeah. Are they gonna do that every year?
I mean, honestly, this
so.
is the second one, I think.
We gotta
think
start.
so.
What they need to do is switch up the cartoon so you have just some variety.
Yeah, like
I
what's
agree.
next year? We have
I'm gonna take this off.
Chowder. Chowder halftime.
Dude, Chowder's Super Bowl would go crazy.
It would.
Chowder Super Bowl would be fucked up.
Oh, what's that tall dude? He's got the voice. He's got the voice down
Oh,
here.
like
Muldung or whatever.
Something like that.
the
yeah.
Rock guy or whatever. The guy
Yeah.
who's made of stone.
Mungdal or whatever.
It'd be fun to hear him do it.
Rada rada.
Rada rada. Yeah.
He's all rada rada.
Ow, ow, ow.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
For context, guys, Tess is injured.
I threw my back out like real bad this
Tossing
week.
it back too hard.
Too much sex.
It
Homie gets laid too often.
I was afraid it might be that, but it happened just in the middle of like a Sunday. Like I didn't have any girls over or anything. I hadn't like seen a girl in like
And I'll tell you what,
3 days, 2 days.
this place is usually jumping with women. All right,
Everywhere.
everywhere.
I only have 2 girls I'm seeing right now. One of them I'm like dating for real, for real. Shout out to my girlfriend. I love her. I think she's gonna be on an episode sometime.
Hell yeah.
Shout out
She's like
Tess's
a big
girlfriend.
YouTuber. Not big YouTuber. She's a YouTuber.
Shout out Tess's
And then
girlfriend.
yeah,
Let's
I got
go.
the side hoe.
Damn.
Okay.
Calling her hoe is crazy.
She's not. She's really cool. I also like fuck with her hard. She's a good friend.
True.
Tess, I need your help. I'm trying to understand non-monogamy,
Okay.
and
Are you struggling to understand non-monogamy?
I don't think I'm secure enough in myself. Or yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm learning how to be secure enough in myself to be like, yeah, let's go crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I was having this conversation with one of my good friends. I won't call him out right now, but I was having a conversation with one of my good friends about this the other day, and he was like saying a bunch of shit that was just like super black and white, and he was just like, oh, you can only ever have this, only ever have one girlfriend, this and that, and I was like, oh, bro, everyone's lives are different, you know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he was just like, nah, like, you know, it's cheating and this, that. And I was just like, oh, bro, everyone's different. You know, I was trying to tell him, like, hey, like, your life is this. And also, your life is very unexperienced. And you might change your mind on this.
Yeah.
But Probably not. I don't know.
The
But
number
Yeah,
of
I mean-
times I've changed my life or changed my mind on something makes me just believe nothing almost.
yeah.
Yeah, like things are contextual. I also think it's like, I'm like 28. I had my first poly relationship at like what? Like my first real like mature poly relationship at like 25 or 26.
Damn.
Like that's not something I would do in my early 20s. Like that wasn't something that like I would have felt comfortable with
Right.
super early on.
I think everyone just changes. Like, I'm not saying like I would ever do a poly relationship because I wouldn't, but I also wouldn't like do this. I don't know. There's like the motherfuckers that like have to talk down on it, and it's like, oh, I don't think you understand like where they're coming from. You know?
Yeah, I mean it's like I think there's different types of poly relationships as well.
Yeah.
Like the rules I have with my partner now are very different than the rules I had with my former partner.
True. True. Yeah. I feel like this one's probably a lot healthier. Leave it at that.
Well, I mean, I don't think that I don't think the rules were inherently unhealthy in the last one.
Yeah.
Like that one we were like allowed to like date other people, like pursue romantic relationships with other people.
Yeah.
Whereas like this time around, the way we have it worked out is like you can have sex, like be friends with other people. That's totally cool, but like the romantic stuff is like between the two of us and the two of us alone.
So it's like an open relationship almost.
Yeah,
That's
it's
how
like
I've heard open relationships described to me.
Yeah, I guess we're like more kind of like open than like traditionally poly.
Yeah. Which to me makes a lot more sense than poly. Just for me, if I had to do something like this, like there's one thing for someone to sleep with another person. There's another thing to be like, damn, they're like watching movies with my bae now.
Yeah.
Damn.
You want some level of like emotional, yeah, I don't know. Like, what's the word for when it's just in one place?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you want just that one thing for yourself to know, like, this is ours.
Yeah.
Or that's what it feels like for me, at least.
That's how it feels like for me too. Like,
Yeah.
like the way me and my girlfriend do a lot of our bonding is like we play video games together. So it's like, bro, imagine she's just like playing video games with another dude. I'd be like, damn, okay.
Do I not play video games?
I guess I'm not good enough at carrying you, I guess. You know?
And truth is, most of the time, it's not even about the activity.
It's not.
It's about like the engagement.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the idea of what it brings to both of us.
I also think, I also think with like my relationship right now, it helps that like me and my partner both like the other girl I'm seeing and that she's seeing, it's the same person. We're both like homies with her.
Listening to sex is madness. I guess.
Oh, it's probably like, no, it's probably amazing. You know how slow you feel after eating In-N-Out?
I think I'd probably have go into cardiac arrest if I had sex after In-N-Out, to be honest.
My heart rate would go to like 7. Bum, bum.
I'd be fucking and I'd be like, and just die. And she'd be like, she'd have like, like the straps on or whatever. And then she's like, now I just have to see her. Have you guys seen that movie? Actually, there's a movie about this.
What, the dying in sex?
Yeah, so they like tie up, he like ties up this girl and then he fucking dies.
Oh my God.
And she like is stuck there.
Oh my God.
And like they like rented out this Airbnb so like no one knows where they are. And like she like I think she's like there for like days and she's like hallucinating shit.
Sounds like it sucks to suck.
I think the dog comes and eats. There's like a dog and he comes and eats the guy's body. Yeah, which would happen. I mean,
Yeah.
and she's like tied up, right? So like,
She just has to watch it.
just to watch this. Oh, what fucking movie is this? It was good.
It sounds intense.
This is like a fucked up movie.
It was. I remember
Usually I'm the one watching fucked up movies.
Yeah, if anyone knows the name of that movie, because I don't know it, but I know the premise is like he dies and she's like stuck there.
Kinky.
It's crazy. But could you imagine?
Imagine matching on Tinder and be like, my kink is you tying me up and you dying, so I can sit through the pain of watching life decompose in front of my
Right?
eye.
Holy shit.
So how about them Mets?
How about them Yankees, huh?
Yeah, how about them Yankees? Tell me about them.
It's not even spring season yet, but they'll be starting soon.
Grady turned around with a genuine look of shock on his face.
I was like, are you actually tapped in right now? Are you tapped into baseball?
I mean, I think baseball always just starts in April, right? Like,
Yeah.
I just know nothing about it.
I always
so-
like baseball, but then I always watch like the first few weeks and I'm like, oh, the Rockies fucking suck. And then I just stop watching.
I grew up watching a lot of it. My dad every year still calls and he says, "Oh, they packed up the truck to go to Florida right before spring training starts." I got a really good call from my dad last week.
What?
Like,
Yeah.
homie called my phone like 6 times while I was sleeping, and then like finally left a voicemail. And I like woke up and I checked it. I was like, "Fuck! I hope like nothing bad happened." I was like freaking out, right?
Yeah.
And then I listened to the voicemail. I'll edit it into the pod, but he was just like,
Hi, it's your dad. The
"Location."
Shamrock Shake
So-
returns on Monday. Thought you'd
Your
like
dad's a legend.
Yeah, this is goated activity.
I love my dad. He's crazy.
Speaking about me and Grady got the chamois the other day. Fucking
Yeah, what'd you think?
heater.
I love
mean,
the chamois.
You gotta
I'm-
get it once a year when it comes out, you know.
I love my chemical
Yeah.
toothpaste shake.
Yeah, bro.
Oh.
I'm waiting to get mine. I'm going to. It just hasn't happened
Got
yet.
it. You gotta get the chamois with a side of nugs.
yeah.
The problem is I keep on thinking about getting McDonald's, and then I'm like, I don't want to eat fucking McDonald's.
McDonald's
Yeah.
is so expensive too. Can we talk about this?
That's the
Like,
thing. It's like
Wasn't the whole point of that shit? It was like, oh, it's super cheap. Like, what is happening? I spent $15 on McDonald's the other day. I was like, $15? I could have gotten
now that I can go to In-N-Out cheaper.
yeah, straight up.
like,
In-N-Out's way cheaper.
It's
Yeah.
It's not
better.
even cheaper. It's way cheaper.
Yeah,
You can straight up leave In-N-Out with a meal at like $8
yeah.
here in LA. McDonald's, good fucking luck, dog.
The true move: go to In-N-Out, get the burger. Go to McDonald's, get the fries.
Ooh,
Damn.
this is an interesting. I like.
Because yeah,
this.
the In-N-Out fries.
That's
are
the real meta
fucking
because the
terrible.
McDonald's drive-thru is never bad either, right? It's not like the In-N-Out one where you're there for fucking 3 years,
Yeah,
like waiting for some guy on an iPad to like try and get this order in, while like 9 soccer moms are like yelling at him.
I feel like this is just a recipe for like artery cloggage. My arteries are just gonna be fucking blocked up.
How much worse could it be than just eating the In-N-Out fries?
In-N-Out fries are horrible. Someone told me that
Yeah.
they're. Someone was trying to tell me the other day that they were the best fries, and I looked at them and
Ooh.
I was like, who? What the fuck are you telling me?
I don't know anyone who thinks.
Yeah, I was
that.
like, what the fuck are you saying? He's like, oh, they're pretty good, bro. And I was like, what?
I
Bro,
know
they're
they're
straight-
fresh. They taste stale.
Yes, I literally watch them chop them in the back, and I'm like, how are these so bad?
Yeah,
I don't know like how you get the texture of a food item so wrong.
Yeah,
Like,
every
I don't know
time
how you
too.
fuck up a potato that
Or-
bad.
Yeah,
is this what it's actually supposed to be? And we've been like so brain rotted with like the
Nah.
McDonald's potato mush fry.
No, because my mom has made fries that
yeah.
are
Have you ever
better than
made fresh
In-N-Out.
fries?
That's fair. Yeah, you
fucking
bake them up
bussin'.
and they're really good. You're right.
I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but they're fucking around.
Yeah, it's just bland. It's like a little cardboard
It's
stick.
just cardboard fucking. Bro, the only way to make them good is you get the animal style ones. But
Oh,
then
facts.
you're just getting more artery cloggage.
Oh my god,
But it's
eating
also- it's
animal
not-
fries is a humbling experience.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in my car just a mess after they asked me when they asking me to eat in the car is more humbling, but you sit in there and dive in through those fries just feeling like, what am I doing?
What am I doing with my life?
What is this cheesy sauciness that I'm putting into me that it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So good, but so bad at the same time.
It's like more artery cloggage, but it makes the fries better. But it's not the fries that are good. It's like, oh, I'm eating mayonnaise and cheese and onions, and there happens to be potato here.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, give me my schlop. Feed me my schlop. I love it.
I don't get it because something about the visual of the animal fries is like I look at it, I'm like, that is slop.
Also,
Speaking of-
calling
Like, that
it
is-
animal fry makes me feel
That is
terrible.
like the fast food equivalent of like the fucking medieval slop pot that they would give peasants. Like, you know, that's
Speaking of slop, Grady has like an interesting take lately that he's been telling me of like that fast food is just like adult cafeteria.
Oh yeah.
And that's like, and it is interesting. You go in there and people are like waiting in line for their fucking food and they're like, can I get a fucking burger, please?
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, grown ass adult. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, eating your slop, huh?
Yeah.
Like,
Get your lunch money out there, kid.
yeah, literally. It's like grown ass adult cafeteria time, you know?
Yeah.
yeah.
It's weird. It feels like everything around us is set up for us to work as much as possible.
If you think about it, it is. Bro, I've
Yeah.
been thinking a lot about this lately. How like everything, especially here in LA, everything is designed to keep us poor.
Yeah.
You think about it, like rent is expensive enough. Rent is right at the place here in LA where you pay it, you have enough money to pay it, but you don't have ever enough money to save up to buy a fucking house. Because rent is really what keeps people fucking poor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like paying rent is like what keeps you fucking poor. And like in LA, everyone I talk to in LA is like, yeah, there's no chance you'll ever own a home out here. So everything in LA is just designed to keep your ass poor and keep the rich people fucking extremely rich.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a I feel like the hope was that there's a system where everybody can like synonymously just work and like be funded and be taken care of.
Yeah.
But inherently it's just some people got really good at the game and made a lot of money, and now we're like
The game is like being abused right now.
Yeah. I
And-
mean, sorry, go on.
No, you good. You good.
I-
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Okay, I was just gonna say it's like one of those things too, where like, even if the system kind of used to work, the demand to live in certain places is just so high that like like the rent can only be so expensive here because LA is like a hot place to live or whatever. But also like it's kind of destroyed the dream of going to a city to like
Yeah. Literally.
prosper. Yeah, like
Literally. It used to be like, oh, I'm going to go to the dream city and find my shit, but now it's like, you get fucked. I don't know, like,
yeah, you kind of get left with like like all you have is community.
yeah.
You can't rely on like hobbies, you can't rely on I don't know, food, you can't rely on any like
Yeah.
anything but like friendships and art kind of.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
seeing this thing online where people call it like, what do they call it? They call it like their third place, I guess. Because
Yeah.
you have work. The idea is you have home and work, and then everyone's supposed to have like a third place that they feel really comfortable at.
Yeah.
And people don't really have that anymore because they don't have enough money to go out.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, people would be like, "Oh, I go to the fucking bowling alley, or I go to this bar, and a third community that they feel welcomed at."
yeah.
And it's not like, oh, your friend's house, because that's not a community. Your friend's house is like your friends, It's like the idea is it's a community of people that you go and you feel welcomed, and it's like it's a really good thing for your mental health because you have this community of people that you don't work with, but you can go and enjoy yourself around them. But
For a
people
long-
don't have that anymore.
There was a long time I didn't understand like regular ship. I was like, how do you just come to the same place and spend your money at the same place every time?
Yeah.
And then I realized like, no, like this is their third place.
Yeah.
This is their extra set of friends that makes them feel less alone
Yeah.
in their craziness.
Do you think part of this also kind of stems back to the way that like technology and globalization has sort of like isolated us in a weird way, where like sure you can like talk to like anyone anywhere in the world on your phone, but like people have kind of like made social media and this kind of like thing on their phone, they're kind of not their third place fully, but like it's like you don't leave your house so much.
Yeah, it
So
makes
you
sense.
just kind of like end up like hanging out on Discord servers or on 4chan if you're going to like shoot up a school or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I see what you're saying, where it's like people back in the day were like, I'm either can be isolated at home or go out, so I'm just gonna go out and like meet people and do real life things. Now it's like I can be home and be isolated, but like I can still talk to people online, and it's like this fake version of being not lonely is still lonely.
yeah,
When you think about it.
yeah. I was kind of. This is sort of a sidebar, but I was like watching. I've been watching a lot of like filmmaking interviews since I'm working on a kind of bigger video project. And I was listening to an interview with Hayao Miyazaki from Studio Ghibli. He said something about how like most of the people in animation and like a lot of like modern creators can't make something that feels true and real because they're scared to look at the face of another human being.
True.
And I thought about that in context of like one, I mean like films, and he was talking about in context of animation. But I think like even in terms of other art and kind of the way we all live our lives, there is kind of like a growing sense of sort of isolation and like you stick with your own kind of group of people.
Yeah.
Um
I know since songs, it's almost like people are saying things that they couldn't say face to face. And
Yeah.
that might, to me, it feels like a product of what you were talking about.
Yeah.
It's like, how am I supposed to, I don't have a third party to like communicate these ideas with.
Right.
So why don't we all just make something to
Yeah.
get it out?
Yeah. I think we're lucky that we have like art as like an output, you know, like we're like, okay, like I had a shitty day, so I'm gonna get on the DAW and fucking do shit. A lot of people, I think that can be considered our third place a lot of times because it is like think about something like Icon. That's a good third place. It's free for one, for us at least, to go there and just meet people and also make music and like, but like also you just like putting your emotions into something is really healthy too, which a lot of people just don't have that shit. Think about like most of America, they just, like I was talking to my coworkers the other day and it's like it is crazy. Like I was talking to them, they just go home and like, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't have like this like, I don't know. For me, it's like every day I go home and I'm like, all right, I'm going to get my fucking goals done. And I have like this thing I'm fucking pursuing. And my job is like my job, but like it's not what I'm here for. Like everyone in my job is like, they go to the job and like they work and then they go home and then they kind of just do nothing. Or if they do something, they go out. But there's no like drive that they're like working towards this thing, you know? I talk to them and they're just like, oh, I don't really know. Like, I'm just kind of here. And I'm like, damn.
I think even like separate from the drive, like doing art like has kind of given me a community that is that like third place. Like, you know what I mean? Like if I'm gonna work on music, like I can hit you guys, I can hit up Ari, I can hit up my girlfriend who I like make stuff with.
It's like, cool that the net spreads and you always have somebody you can reach out to.
Yeah, like it's like a lot of the time art is like my way of connecting with other people and kind of like fostering that sort of community.
Absolutely.
And like making something and being able to share that with someone is like a way of kind of having that.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, like I think about all the Discords I'm in, I've met a lot of people just because I'm like, anyone have any ideas on this mix? And then, you know, feedback happens and then we're sharing tunes with each other. It's like it becomes a thing where it's like you meet people just because you're interested in the same thing, which is, I mean, that's just how fucking anything works, though.
Yeah.
But it's pretty dope. I think we have something cool. And I don't know. I think I get like, I know a lot of people who like don't have that. And I'm just like, damn, like, I wonder what happened, you know? Because I feel like I feel like someone should have something, you know?
I noticed that, I don't know, I'm always talking existential.
Yeah.
And this happens, like I'll talk to my coworkers about the same existential things and the dread, like the void, whatever you want to call it, is not like exclusive. Is like it is what drives me personally. So for me to talk to other people who like aren't doing something else, but they still have the void is sometimes confusing for me.
That's what I'm saying. I know people who do that. Like they sit there and they're like, I don't know what I'm, you know, they're stressing about stuff. And but then they don't know what they want to do, and that's almost worse. It's like you know, you think about how tough that'd be. Like, if you have like this thing telling you have to do something great with your life, but you're like you have literally no idea what you want to do.
Yeah,
you know, it's like that's tough.
Yeah,
that's tough.
Damn.
I mean, I think for some people, like it's like for us, it's creating.
Yeah.
And art. But like I think some other people manage to have like kind of a more typical day job and still have some sort of semblance of that. Like I have like friends who are in law.
Yeah.
And they're like really passionate about like the pro bono work they do and like being able to help people who like, you know, can't afford legal protection who need it.
Yeah.
And like they see that kind of as like their lives work is like, you know,
absolutely
advocating for people who need it. But also like if you got that feeling of dread or that you need to do something for the world and you're working at Walmart as a cashier, I don't know that you have the same quite.
Yeah. No, cashier Walmart workers.
I mean, no,
except
no
for
hate
Charlie D'Amelio or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, wait, what the fuck was that?
Fuck her, bro.
I don't even know who this is.
That pissed me off so bad. She's sitting there like, look at me. I'm a poor slum working at my poor slum job.
What is
fuck
this?
you. Some of us actually have to go to work, bro.
Yeah.
What is this?
Essentially, her.
Is this like some TikToker or someone?
Yeah, a TikToker.
Okay, see, this is my age showing. I don't know who any of these fucking people are.
Really? The D'Amelios were like.
They're like the Kardashians of our age, right? That's kind of how I would describe them.
I've
younger.
Never heard of this.
But like way younger. But like. Okay, I'll break it down. So, pretty much, Charlie D'Amelio is this like ultra famous TikTok girl. She's like fucking 19 or something.
Okay,
she's young, you know. And so there was, I don't even know what they were marketing. They were marketing something she was doing. But she had a brand deal with Walmart. And the brand deal was the promo was she was working at Walmart. So she was like scanning. She like pretended to like, there's like a bunch of videos of her like pretending to like scan items and shit and being like, oh, look how quirky I am. I'm like working. And it's like, motherfucker, you became famous when you were like 15 or whatever. Like, you've never had to work a day in your life.
Yeah,
and you're like sitting here making fun of people who have to like do this every single day 40 hours a week.
To like maybe get by.
Yeah, to barely get by. And you're fucking making fun of them and making a mockery of what like they do. And it's like, some of us have to do this every day. Like, it's not funny. You know?
Yeah,
Like, I'm like, bro, like what you're doing is fucked, to be honest. Like, that shit pissed me off so bad. I was like, oh yeah, it's so funny having to go to work, haha.
Yeah, that's
as
whack.
I'm like getting ready to go get yelled at by Karens at my job.
There's no joke. There's no joke there. There's nothing
it's
funny about it.
Why did Walmart sign on for this?
Because
Money.
Walmart's also just out of touch. Think about
Yeah.
everyone's out of touch. Like, Walmart's like, oh yeah, they'll love this because isn't it so funny that she's pretending to be poor? Ha ha ha. Like, I don't know.
Like, yeah, I guess it's just like I just can't imagine being in the Walmart like boardroom and being like, this is it, dog. This is it. Like,
Oh, you know, it's a bunch of grumpy old men who see their kids on fucking TikTok and they're like, oh, we got to get the new demographic. We got to get the kids to want to go to Walmart. So let's.
I also like, I'm going to maintain nobody wants to go to Walmart. You
Yeah.
never go to Walmart because you like want to be there because you have another option. You go to Walmart because like it's sold out everywhere else or it's the only thing you can afford.
Bro,
like
especially our fucking Walmart. Our
Oh my
Walmart
God.
is a shit show.
Yeah, shout outs to LA County for like not putting many of them around here.
That's
though.
why that one's such a shit show, because everyone and their mom drives there. Bro, you walk in there, it's a fucking
But
like
would you rather
zoo in there, bro.
Would you rather have that one be a zoo or have them everywhere?
I don't know, but that one's nuts, bro. Every time I walk in there, every time I'm like, okay, I just need to go to Walmart for this one thing. I'm like driving and I have to like prepare myself. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh yeah.
I always
And then I
go
get
at,
in there and there's
9 at
motherfuckers
night.
like yanking shit off the shit. I'm like, holy fuck. You know, like it's a fucking war zone in there every time.
I only go like right before they close. Like last half an hour, I go in and I just quietly get everything while there's no one in there.
Yeah.
That's smart. You got to time it with a horde of people who just got off of work and they're like, I got to get food for the kids.
That's the thing with LA though. It's like always like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if Costco's fucking just as bad.
Yeah, Costco's
true.
pretty, bro. The fucking okay. I can't believe people will actually do this, where they'll wait in that Costco gas line to save. Bro,
It's to
half the
save a
time,
nickel that they're burning.
that's what I'm saying. Half the time, like you can find that price, or like 10 cents from that price.
oh, bro.
I'm like,
It's
bro, you'll spend like a few dollars extra, and I'm like, that is not fucking worth sitting in that line, bro.
Sometimes the price is like 50 cents a gallon cheaper.
I've seen it, bro. Because I remember one time I drove past it and I was like, holy fuck, that line is crazy. And I like looked at the price and I was like, oh, and this was when it was pretty expensive here in LA. And I was like, okay, $5 a gallon. That's like pretty good. I get on my phone. I'm like, oh, place down my street's like $5.10.
Oh, interesting.
You know, and I'm like, would I wait? Because, bro, I've heard people like, yeah, I waited like an hour and a half. And I'm like, why?
I
to
just
save $2,
don't.
bro. Like, it's not that worth it.
There's sometimes intersections are like getting blocked because
That's
the
what I'm
line.
saying.
There's got to be certain cars where the time you are waiting burns more fuel and costs you more money than it would have cost to just go to the
has to
normal
be.
fucking gas station.
Right? It has to be. Oh, especially like, I don't know. And a lot of times you can just, if you want to, you can just pay with cash at the gas stations and get it for pretty much
Oh,
the
yeah.
same.
The cash price is kind of a cheat code.
Yeah.
It's like you get like 10 cents cheaper
You
every
get-
time.
yeah. Cash. If you really are on your shit, you just pull cash from the bank every week, you know, $200, and then that's your gas money, and you just pay with that.
This is the My Buddy Eric budgeting episode.
There we go.
We got to put them on to good financial decisions.
All right, this is my financials. Ready?
Yeah.
Eat the shittiest food, cheapest food possible. All right. And don't buy anything ever. And then once cool music gear thing you want, you buy it and waste your whole budget.
Yep. Yep.
That
Save
is
up
my
really
budget.
hard and then burn it.
Yeah, save up really hard and be like, damn, I'm doing pretty good. And then like be like, and then accidentally walk into Perfect Circuit and be like, "Oh,
Did you double dip? Because I remember we were there.
no, that's the last time I bought something."
Okay. I was gonna be like, did Jared just go back after that session and be like, I need more?
Dude, I love going in there and just being like, haha, look at all these things.
I've never bought anything there, but I always go with people and I take the candy. So like I'm making money on Perfect Circuit. That's there's got to be at least like equivalent of like 2 lunches I didn't have to eat worth of food that I've
Of
taken
candy,
from
bro.
Perfect. Yeah.
That's funny as fuck.
That place is a trap. Like if you go in, you're either buying something the next week or you're buying it on the spot.
Yeah.
I've never gone in and not been like, oh, I guess I do need a new mic.
I just love going in there and being like, look at all the cool gadgets, bro. Look at all the cool things I could get.
They almost had me last time, and then I found out I could get like they were selling it used for the same price as new online.
Yeah, it was pretty insane, actually. I was like, yeah, it was insane. I assume you could fucking talk to him if you're like trying to haggle, but I'm not trying to haggle.
I also just like I want a bass compressor pedal. I don't need a bass compressor pedal right now.
Yeah.
Like it's just kind of like on the list of like, okay, if I ever perform, I
Right.
want to have this.
Yeah. The performance thing is starting to piss me off. There's so many things you need. There's so much gear needed to.
Lol, cry in rhythm music.
Well, this is true. Just bring stick.
Now all I need is stick.
Oh.
There's also I think like more and more it sounds like it's harder to make money playing shows.
Yeah.
Like Dev Lemons went on her tour like last year, whatever, and she ended up losing like $2,000 on it. And
Yeah.
she's got like a pretty decent following.
You have to, if you're
And
going
she's
on
not
tour.
huge.
Think about it. I mean, not anyone, but a lot of people could go on tour. It's if you should go on tour because you have to make sure that you're going to be close or selling out these venues. Because it's like, if you're not close or selling out these venues, then you're not making money.
She was.
Damn.
It's
That
just
doesn't
the
make
cost of transportation, I guess. And
Then that's like, I was watching a TikTok the other day of one of the bands I like, and they're like, us budgeting for this fucking tour we're getting ready to go on, and they just like open their like luggage, it's just a bunch of ramen, you know, because they're like, we can't make money if we don't just eat ramen the whole time, which is crazy. It's like, damn, like, where does the money go? Is it just going to the venue? It's got to just be going to the venue, huh? Because like,
yeah.
$20 a ticket and then drink sales and all this. It's like, how are they not making money when 1,000 people buy a $20 ticket, right? Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to sit down and do some math to be like, I don't know. Like to budget a tour is a complex.
because you got to do
endeavor.
travels, food, paying your agent. Agent takes some, manager takes some.
I think the
And
thing right
then-
now is we're I don't know. Like I don't see many shows charging that much money. Like charge shows that aren't like huge big name ticket artists. Like a lot of them aren't charging that much at these smaller venues. So inherently, you're just not gonna make as much, even if you sell it out. Like a $20 ticket is not gonna.
It's definitely
do
here in
tour.
LA. Definitely here in LA because there's such a big like here in LA. Like I think to get ahead, it's like not even to get ahead, but to sell anything out, you have to go super cheap because it's like, I mean, especially with like DJs, it's like, oh, I'm not gonna spend. A lot of people are like, I'm not gonna spend $50 to go see this person because I'll just go $20 to my local club or whatever. And so it's like you have to just match prices of these local clubs if you want to fucking sell it as a DJ. I'll talk to my friends who go to these Denver shows and they're like, oh, $50 to go see OG Nixon, which is like an underground rhythm artist. And they're like, that's not too bad. I'm like,
Damn.
$50? Like, I like it blows every time it blows my mind. I'm like, all right.
If
Like,
I saw $50 for like a small artist like that, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here.
exactly.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like people, it's just an LA thing, I think. LA is like so like spoiled with like how many musicians there are everywhere and like how everyone wants to fucking play here all the time that you forget like the rest of the country, when someone comes that they like, they're going to go see them.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
they're
like
not used
it's
to
like
it.
I love this artist and like fuck it, bro. Like I remember when I was living in Colorado, I would drive
Oh yeah.
4 hours to go see a fucking artist who had 1,000 SoundCloud followers. Like, you
Fuck
know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Fuck
Like,
yeah.
like it's like I was like, holy shit, fucking underground rhythm artist is coming to Denver. I can't believe it. We have to go. You know, it's like we'd drive all the way there, spend $30 to get in, and fucking dip. You know, it's like
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if part of it is also that like in LA, like people just go to more shit.
people go to more shit.
Like
yeah.
like when I was living in New York, I guess it was similar, but like when I lived in Connecticut, I went to like 3 or 4 shows a year tops.
Damn.
Where
I don't
it's
know.
like-
I went to a lot of shows. Even when I was like in Colorado, we'd go to a lot of shows. And it's just, I think it's just like if you want to go or not.
Yeah,
In LA, it's a lot easier to go for sure.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I think part of it for me was like one, like a lot of big artists just didn't care to come through Connecticut. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of like boomer core kind of stuff, you know. Like
Yeah.
if you want to see the Eagles, no problem. But
It also, I think it
Um,
depends on your taste. Like Jared was into a really underground scene where it's like, oh, like if there's a show, there's no reason not to go. Like we're just
Yeah.
gonna go. At the time, I was into like big ticket EDM shows. So like you're spending $150 if you're gonna go to a show
Yeah.
to see a fucking Millennium at Red Rocks.
Yeah. That is a crazy thing. People like, I was talking to my friends, they're fucking spending an insane amount of money on this Mellow Death fucking concert at Red Rocks. Because the tickets are like $100 now because they sold out like fucking day one or something. So they're buying like used tickets now.
Damn.
And I'm just like, $100. I like always forget. I'm like, $100 to see an EDM artist is fucking whack.
My dream was
But, like,
to
it's
play
cool.
Red Rocks for so long, but now I kind of like disagree with it. Like the show shouldn't cost that much, and inherently just because of the name of Red Rocks, it's always going to cost that much.
do you think part of it's the experience of Red Rocks itself?
I mean, Red Rocks
Yeah,
is
but it
dope.
should be like,
Like-
it's nature. It's a park. You shouldn't be like gatekeeping
No,
some
but
of the most
but the
beautiful
production.
parts.
But think about like the production. I think it should cost a lot to go in there. Now, do I ever really want to play there? No, but I do understand why it costs a lot because the production they put on at these shows is like insanity. Like
That's usually the tour setting it up though.
yeah.
I guess I get frustrated when something is inherently more expensive because of the name of the brand.
Sure, that makes sense. I don't know. When I saw who did I see last? I don't even, who did I see last at Red Rocks? I saw Sylvan King last at Red Rocks. I think I paid $50 to get in, which is like not too bad.
That's pretty good.
You know?
Though I guess that's a $50 show at Red Rocks. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I think that's how much it was, and it was awesome. The show was fucking great.
I guess I'm also from a position of where I was usually buying resale tickets.
Yeah.
Because they when you have such a big audience like that, they sell out.
You sell it instantly.
Yeah.
Does Red Rocks do like the type of thing the Hollywood Bowl does, where it's like season ticket
I don't think so.
or anything like that?
Not that I know of. They have some pretty. There's like the VIP section or whatever up
Yeah.
front. I'm curious if there's any sort of deal there, but
I know the town of Morrison hates Red Rocks, so
oh, I'm sure there's such like a dinky little town,
and
and,
they
there's
just
just
shit
a
on every
raging.
fucking.
Yeah.
They- I
Every
mean-
weekend, just it goes to hell.
I mean, there's a sound ordinance now at Red Rocks, which is stupid as fuck in my opinion. It's like, yo, what do you mean you're gonna make the craziest venue quiet? Like, come on, bruh.
Yeah.
You fucking kidding me? But yeah, so like Red Rocks is pretty quiet. Like if you've never been there, like you'll
I've
go.
never
If you
been.
go, you'll be like, it's pretty quiet. You know what I'm saying?
You
like,
can hear everything pretty clearly just because it's not like part of it's the environment too. Like there's a lot of space for the sound to escape, you know?
Yeah.
No, they also just turned it way down.
Interesting.
I've been to shows before they did the sound ordinance, and they turned it like way down.
Damn. I guess I've never experienced it at its loudest. So I'm just kind of like, yeah, it's just like a.
They put a sound ordinance on for sure. Also, like, it was a big problem with like the EDM artists, I think, because I remember hearing something where like one of the bass artists like had the bass so fucking loud that like the rocks were like
Jesus.
falling or something,
Oh my God.
and they're like, all right, we
Okay.
can't
Well, maybe that makes
That's
sense.
like,
but-
okay, yeah, like you're fucking up like the nature. This is, which like obviously whoever built this didn't expect like people who bringing fucking -1 luff music to this fucking venue. They didn't expect this.
Yeah.
So obviously when people come and slam this venue with loud ass bass music, it's like, okay, you're doing too much. I understand where they're coming from, but also it's like, let the venue be loud.
Do you
Red-
think
red-
there will ever be like a business of like the Red Rocks Master? It's like, okay, we'll take your -1, we'll just back off it a little
Yeah.
bit. Like,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like-
You're like, oh, you're getting ready to play Red Rocks. All right, we're gonna do a Red Rocks master for you.
It's just like -6
Yeah.
standard.
That's fucking hilarious.
Red Rocks was built for like Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, yeah.
Not-
It's always strange when I see electronic artists at Red Rocks because I've seen a lot of them, and every time I'm like, wouldn't this just be cooler if it wasn't at Red Rocks? That's what I think every single time I see an electronic artist, any electronic
Yeah, like
artist.
when I think about Red Rocks, like having never been, the bands I think about being there is like John Mayer,
Yes.
the Grateful Dead.
Yes, I'm like
Maybe
it-
you too. I wouldn't go to that, but
But, like,
I could see it.
I don't know. I
Like,
want to be. If I'm at Red Rocks, I'm trying to be like kicking it. To be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you go and see like Mellow Death is playing at Red Rocks. I'm like, wouldn't this just be cooler if it like wasn't
Yeah.
at Red Rocks and be like maybe Mission Ballroom instead?
To me,
So we
to me,
can-
it sounds like kind of like the Bowl. Like in my head, that's kind of like what I think about it compared to like the Hollywood Bowl, where it's like I went with Finn to see Hiatus Coyote and Flying Lotus there,
Yeah.
and it was just like chill. You know what I mean? It's like
Nice.
everybody was sitting. You're just
Yeah.
kind of like sitting, having a beer, listening to the music,
That should
kind
be
of getting lost in it.
that
Yeah.
should be the vibe of Red Rocks. Every time I've been to Red Rocks, it's not been the vibe, but I assume that's what it is for some shows. But
That sounds beautiful.
it should be that vibe. Every time I've been there, it's like it's whack because it's like I don't know what to do because it's like, all right, you're playing like music that makes me want to like kick someone's chest in, but like I'm standing on stairs, so like
Yeah, if I jumped, oh my god, when getting too into the music is so scary because you think you're gonna fall off
Yeah.
one of the steps.
I remember one time I was seeing this artist, Dubloads. I think he's kind of known in the EDM community for being a character, is what I'll say. And when I was seeing him, he was at Red Rocks, and I remember him being like, "Where's my mosh pit at?" And I was like, "Yeah." Yeah, you want people to die? And then I think someone like a production manager like came over and like tapped on the shoulder and was like, people will get seriously hurt, bro. Like,
Yeah.
do not say shit like that.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen that video going around on TikTok? It's like the band and they're at some bar and they start to play "Break Shit" by Limp Bizkit.
Yes.
And then they just stop.
Yeah, but it's just one of those. Oh no, we can't.
They said we can't play it, guys.
I saw that. It was so funny. I've been there before though.
Should we do a "Break Shit" cover?
I'll
It's
break.
just one of those days.
Yeah, bro.
Like high key. I think we should.
It'd be pretty fire.
It'd be fun.
I think Hyperpop "Break Shit" would also like kind of go off.
Yeah, it'd be sick.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah. And nothing feels worse though when you're playing a song and some fucking old fucker comes up to you and says, "You gotta turn this off." And
You
you're
just
like,
you just know that guy was like seeing images of Woodstock '99 going through his head.
damn.
Guys,
yeah.
somebody
Well-
on Tinder said I should dye my hair black.
You should. Oh, bro, dyeing your hair
I
black's a
could
good
see it.
time.
You think?
Yeah.
I'm so
coming from
scared.
someone who had black hair for like
I-
2 years.
I think you could pull off black. I could also see you lightening it a little bit.
No. Black would be
Do
so.
I? Okay.
Or, dude, you should just go straight hard on it and do like half red and half black and just be fucking sick.
Just be emo.
Just be emo, Grady.
yeah, that's the. I
Live the
keep
life
going
I want to
back.
live right now, but the fucking bank is like, no, we can't have people who look original in this place.
Yeah,
Did
look,
they not leave dyed hair?
Yeah, they'd probably have an issue with it, to be honest.
Even if it was just black? Because it's like natural hair color.
Yeah, but it's not natural on me.
Have
You know,
you tested the waters with the piercing yet?
I accidentally wore it once. I didn't think I was wearing it, and some customer said something, and I was
What
like,
the fuck?
and I was like, oh, and because I didn't realize I had it in, because I just like, one of those days I woke up and I walked in and I was just like, yeah, literally, walk in. I'm like, I forgot to take the nose piercing out, and someone said something to me, and I was like, that was strange, weird thing to say, and I was like, oh my god, I still have my fucking nose piercing in, so I like took it out and like put it in my back pocket, but like. He like said it, and I was like, "That was a strange thing to say." Like,
What did they say?
They said something along the lines of me being like young and like still figuring it out, and I was like, "Strange." Also, the amount of people that go in there and ask me if I'm in high school, I'm like, "Yes, I'm in high school and I work at a bank." Fuck off. All right, I get it. I look young. Like, holy fuck,
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. I'm so sick of that shit.
You ever start a conversation? You're like, this is done no good for anybody. That's one of the conversations you're like, why?
Yes, literally. Like I'm like, I don't know why you're telling me this. Like I was literally giving my colleague an override because I was his superior. And this guy comes up to me and he's like, "You're in high school?" And I'm like, "No." Can you fuck off? No. Like, fuck you, bro. I get it. I look young, but like, fuck off.
I
Like,
get the how tall are you so much, and I'm like, 6'5". Yes, the weather's a little different up here.
Damn.
Or if they guess my height, oh my God, people get so excited to guess my height for some reason. I'll be minding my own business and some dude, they kind of come up to me like, hey, 4, 6'4", 6'5". I'm like, yeah, wow. Good guess.
And they're like, let's go. we guessed the Giants' height. Let's fucking go.
Some people will just deny, like, will refuse to learn my name and just call me my height. And I'm like, what
Hey.
the fuck?
Hey, 6'5", huh?
Yeah.
Hey, we need another drink, huh? That's how horrible.
Oh my God, the snap.
The snaps is crazy.
You just gave me flashbacks.
People snap at me, and I'm like,
Excuse me?
I'll just wait until they like decide. I love doing the silent stare. That's my favorite.
Oh, this one's a power move.
People will come into the bank and be like being hella rude, and I'll just look at them until they decide not to be rude. Like,
You really make them sit with it, and sometimes they like go. You see them go through the range of emotions of like, oh
Yeah.
fuck, but sometimes they just cold stare me back, and I'm like, oh, I'm not strong enough.
like
You
bro,
just gotta be, dog. You gotta win that
you gotta
battle.
win. Oh, like some Karen came in the other day, and she comes in with this card. She's like, I need to cash advance this card, and I'm like, all right, we can't cash advance that card. She's well, yes you can, and I'm all, okay. And I look at her and she's like, what do you mean you can't? And I'm like, I just told you we can't. But you said we can, so I guess we can. Like, no, bro, I work here. No, can't do it. Like, what? What's up with the fuckers being like, you can. Yes, you can. I'm like, oh, hold up. Let me get on that side of the glass real quick. You'll come over here. We'll switch.
Yeah,
all
we'll
right?
switch.
We'll switch. Since you know so much, we'll switch, okay?
One of my coworkers, actually, ex-coworkers, rest in peace, Gavin. He got fired.
Oh, I was like, bro.
No, he's not dead. He's not dead. He's not dead. His final straw was one day somebody was complaining about it was taking too long. We were a little understaffed, right?
Yeah.
Inherently, you see everybody running around, so the expectation is like, all right, just let them get their shit done. It'll come around
let 'em
eventually.
cook, yeah.
Someone stops Gavin. Is like, where are my potato skins? I ordered bacon, cheese, and sour cream potato skins. Where are
Bro,
they?
come on.
Now, Gavin, for a little context, is like he's this shorter dude with like bleach, like he bleached his hair.
Yeah.
And this cool little like brown goatee mustache.
Yeah.
All he does is make like synthwave pop, and is
Oh,
just
nice.
sits. He reminds me of Daniel a lot.
Okay.
He
Is he also a misogynist?
no, he's much a sweeter soul, but sweet little Gavin, like dead stare, deadpan, kind of stares at them and goes, "You want to go make it yourself?" And like snap of the finger fired that day. They asked, yes,
They fired him then?
yes. They asked for the manager, talked to the manager, and they're like, "Bro, like, why we gotta let you go now? Like, why'd you snap back like that?" But honestly, I think Gavin's the GOAT for that.
That's
Because
goated.
why the fuck? Why are you being so rude? Give them the cold ass stare. Let them remember you're talking to another human being, not a wall.
Yeah.
And
That's
Yeah.
the thing. You can't get fired for the cold stare.
yeah,
You're not
can.
saying anything. You know, you just have to hit them with the like, let them think about their life for a second. Be like, you're really yelling at a service worker right now.
I like when you can tell they definitely had like a childhood flashback.
Yeah,
Like it was a heavy one they just went through as I stared into their soul.
dude. Some guy, like, decides that he needs to be my best friend now at the bank because he snapped at me once.
Oh yeah.
So like, I'm giving him the pass, but he like got pissed at me once for something that was not my fault, and he was like, and then he came back like the next day. He's like, "Listen, man, I'm so sorry about yesterday," and I was like, you know what? At least you're. So now every single time he comes to the bank, he's like, "I'm going to Jared's window," and I'm like,
Hell yeah.
okay, bro, you're good. Like you're good.
You're good. Sometimes it makes me trust them less when they're trying too hard to recover.
Yeah,
Because I'm like, you got some dogs you're not willing to fight with right now.
yeah, bro. Yeah,
You got some demons that you are battling. Just
Yeah.
let it happen.
yeah, bro. Oh
Yeah.
man,
The cold stare is underappreciated.
damn, yeah. Cold stares, W. I still can't believe you got fired for that. To be honest, like, was that first offense or was that?
The thing with Gavin,
Because if it was
I
not,
love you, Gavin, so much if you're watching this. Gavin made mistakes. Gavin Gavin moves so fast. Like you see his like gears turning. He's
Yeah.
always like, he's always ready for like thinking about something.
Yeah.
And inherently, when like there's a million things at the restaurant going on, there's just not. It's like not enough RAM. There's not enough space to process all of it.
Bro, I was thinking about his synthwave. And
He is.
Someone's telling him about potato skins. He's like, fuck. Fuck you talking about?
What do you mean potato skins?
Yeah, he's like, bro, I was thinking about my mix over there. Like,
I got this cool Casio keyboard I wanted to play with when I get home.
yeah, yeah. Oh, bro, that's fucking hilarious. Well,
Tess, how's your back doing?
Not great.
Tess is back.
But
I
it's
keep
been
seeing
worse.
I keep seeing little grimaces over there.
Grimace
Yeah.
milkshake.
I mean, it's better than it was yesterday and the day before. So, I mean, Sunday night, I like literally couldn't go to the bathroom almost. Like I was struggling to stand up.
I'm still kind of unsure on the visual of like when this injury happened.
So I was like literally standing like right where you're sitting, basically, right, like on the ground right in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
I went to take the blanket that was on that side of the couch off to go wash it.
Like reaching across, right?
Yeah, I was like reaching across, and I bent over to move the pillows, like the stuffed animal sitting right where you are.
Uh-huh.
I picked up Lahaj, and my back went out.
What the fuck, Bahaj?
No, it's my dog.
He's forgiven, but
It's my dog right here.
I don't know. I think it's just like probably that I wasn't stretching. I also think probably I was doing the camera work the night before, and it's not super heavy, but like you're kind of like bending your body in some weird shape sometimes to get a good shot,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And like when that camera's fully rigged up, it is like 9 or 10 pounds.
Yeah, it's
You
a
are
little
kinda
weight.
hold-
You're kind of offset. There's like form things that I don't know you don't think about, but can be helpful.
Yeah.
I don't think about
Offset.
offset.
So I
Awesome.
think I learned a couple lessons from that, which is one, I'm gonna get a rotating grip for it. That way, I'm not like holding stuff with weird angles with my arms. I can just like hold it up and rotate the camera within the cage.
Oh yeah. I feel like I've also been stumbling into a lot of injuries lately, like little ones that hurt way more than they should, and I realized I'm not taking care of myself like I was at one point.
Oh, bro.
So, yeah,
Now I
that's the
can like
other
step off a
thing.
curb and it feels like my knee is like getting torn in half or some shit.
That's the other kind of side of it. Like I'm gonna get back to stretching kind of daily, and I was already exercising more, which is like kind of made it suck even more because I'm used to like going out for like a jog and everything, and you know like this is the first thing I've gotten out of bed for, besides food, the bathroom, and last night to play Helldivers.
Also, Helldivers is a crazy game.
Have you been playing, Jared?
I haven't been playing. I just watch my friends play it because they all play it. And, bro, but you can't. They said they can't play it because they're stuck in queue.
I'm not gonna reveal on the pod how to skip the queue, but I'll.
Wait, there's this.
There's
queue
secrets.
No,
There's
fuck
secrets.
it. We'll drop it. We'll
Yeah.
probably have the servers fixed by the time the pod's up anyway.
Yeah.
But basically, if you have a friend who's already in,
Oh, you just join them.
you just have them send you an invite.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and it bypasses the queue.
That's crazy.
But yeah, the Helldivers servers are getting fucking destroyed. The game rules.
So is that
though.
just like they didn't think it'd be this popular? Is that
Yeah,
the deal?
basically it was like meant to be like a AA. It's like a $40 game, right? It was meant to be like
Yeah.
a AA PS5 release and like testing ground for Sony to launch games day one on PC as well.
Yeah.
And they probably thought this game was going to like sell a couple 100,000 copies and kind of be a flash in the pan, if that.
But like it fucking blew the
But
fuck up.
it's really good. So
Yeah.
it blew the fuck up.
Yeah, people have been rocking with it. I mean, it's not my type of game, but people have been rocking with it.
It's
It's like
usually
One
not my
Iverson.
type of game, but
If I can't like make someone on the other side of the screen cry because I fucking shit on them so bad, then
here's
Not my type of
here's the
game.
thing, you kind of can.
wait, is it competitive?
No,
Oh, see,
but,
not my type of
but,
game.
But you can just yell at your friends, and you will yell at your friends.
See, I don't want to yell at my friends. I want to play a competitive game and shit on someone and then hop in the mic chat and be like, ooh, little boy got shit on, huh? That's my
I
type
feel
of
that.
game.
I mean, I'm playing a lot of Splatoon for that reason too.
Competitive Splatoon is crazy, honestly.
Almost went pro, my girlfriend almost went pro in Splatoon.
Bruh.
Splatoon 2, and then I mentioned like, oh, I think I'm gonna grab Splatoon 3, and she immediately like kind of like got very like like somber.
Flashbacks.
And she was like,
Flashbacks.
she was like, if you do that, like I'm gonna have to play with you, and it's like it might be like opening a Pandora's box of sorts. And I was like, yo, bet. Now we've been playing like 4 hours a day. We just sit there and we play Splatoon.
Fuck
Damn.
yeah.
We look at the little squiggies running around. It's great.
That was me.
Honestly, I like it when my competitive game gets like wrapped in like a light form, like a colorful way.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
been really funny going between that and Tekken, because Splatoon is like the most casual competitive game imaginable, and then Tekken is just like
Sweat.
hardcore as fuck.
Yeah.
You're going in, people are writing slurs at you in the game chat. It's moderated, unlike Street Fighter. Street Fighter, you can just say things and you're never gonna get in trouble for it unless someone screenshots it and goes to Twitter. But Tekken, there's a little bit moderation there. But
I feel like the
when
higher
someone's
level,
BMing you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the higher level, the cognitive like knowledge of the game needed to be good at it, the harder people shit talk.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
That's Rocket League in a nutshell. That game's got such a high skill ceiling, and then like, if you're in like a ranked match and you decide, oh, left isn't going, if you just don't know that left goes every time, and you're the fucker you're just like, oh man, I haven't played this game a few years. You hop on, and you're right, and you go. It's over. It's over. Your teammate's forfeiting right then and there. Like, just hitting forfeit and then own goaling and then leaving the match. Like,
Jesus Christ.
it's like, fuck, bro. Sorry, I forgot about the left, bro. I forgot left goes.
Competitive games are interesting because it's like a lot of people are scared of fighting games because it's like it's you lose, it's one-on-one, it's you.
Yeah.
Sometimes team games are a little bit worse.
Yeah, team games are
Like
tough.
when you get BM'd by your teammate because you just like didn't pass some knowledge check or
Exactly.
something.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing worse.
Oh, bro, yeah. Like in the finals, which isn't like it's a competitive game. It's actually pretty competitive, but it's not like ML. It's like
It's
not
not like esports,
It's not an
esports.
esport yet.
Yeah, yeah. That's
But
the
if
big
you
thing.
run a light build in any ranked match, people will just be like, oh, fuck this guy. I fucking hate him. I literally had to hit someone the other day with, hey, I just enjoy having fun. Can I please just run my light build? And they were like, fuck you. And I was like, bro, it's just fun, okay? Can I just have fun? like, please.
I feel like I noticed when I was playing a lot of Call of Duty, there's a lot of shit talk, but it's very like low level shit. Like people are just calling you shit.
Yeah.
There's no like
Yeah.
nothing's actually hurting my feelings. It's just like, wow, I can't believe you just said that. That's
Yeah.
insane. But anytime I've seen like specifically fighting games actually,
Yeah.
like their
Yeah.
shit talk, it's like it's like those rap battles on YouTube where they like talked about each other's families. Like it's a little too
They
personal.
get
Yeah,
they get the fucking DDoS going, huh?
I had someone in my DMs when I was playing Tekken a couple days ago, because it's like Tekken is like of all the kind of modern fighting games probably the highest skill ceiling. Like there's people who've spent the amount of time that I put into Street Fighter V, which is well over a month of my life, just learning the movement in Tekken.
Jeez.
Like never attacking, just like learning how to walk and dash and move the most as like efficiently as you can, right?
Yeah.
Like that's a whole side of the game. And in Tekken 8, I'm playing Reina. She's a Mishima character, which means she has like a lot of like special input stuff. She's kind of harder than most of the other characters for that reason. And I haven't played Tekken, so I'm not playing great. I'm kind of piecing stuff together as I go. I picked that character. I was like, this is gonna be a learning experience.
Yeah.
Maybe
trying it out.
maybe in 2 years I'll be decent at this.
Yeah.
But like I was playing someone, and just after every round, I was just getting messages in my Steam, suboptimal,
Suboptimal is crazy.
suboptimal,
Suboptimal is crazy.
dropped combo, suboptimal.
Oh.
That's fucking hilarious.
Suboptimal sucks because suboptimal means that like you succeeded in doing something. It was just you could have done more damage another way. So it's like you got it, but like, did you really?
It's like a computer roasting me for some reason.
Suboptimal.
Could have been better. Better calculations needed.
Yeah, it'll be and it's like one of those things where I'm like, yeah, you know what? If I could nail the big 10 hit combo every time I hit someone, maybe I would have won that, but like
Suboptimal.
something about suboptimal stings.
That's why I can't get into it. Is like, it's too much for my brain to handle when I'm trying to numb my brain.
Oh, I love. That's the best part of the numb brain. Just the cook.
Think more.
The cook.
cook, yeah.
Well, it's just like I'm thinking so hard about something else. Thank God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The game's too relaxing. I'm like, man, I should really be in the Ableton right now.
No, you never like just shut off. You never just like turns off and you're like zombie stare.
No, because then the Ableton ghosts are like, hey.
That's true.
It's been 10 minutes and you haven't opened up the DAW. This is fucked up.
So true.
I think there's also something to be said about when you do get good at a fighting game and you can just go on and like roast kids. There's something to be said about like, I can do this mindlessly and I beat you. You put hundreds of hours into this and you still can't beat me when I'm just playing around.
At a bare minimum, you know, like, oh, I'm good at this.
Yeah, like it being like a Diamond 3 in Street Fighter 6, like with barely any time in the game. It's so fun going on, like blowing up some kid who's put thousands of hours into it.
Monsters music.
Yeah.
Monster music. Tell them about Monsters music.